Get ready for kill 4! And as always, we're staying in a world-class city. Are you guys prepared or what?
Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we are playing for the WGP. 6 rounds of Swiss, and there's around 100 players here. Top cut is top 16, and then this is the WGP Season 1 qualifier. Honestly, I'm not too familiar with what that means, but they explained that the top 8 qualifies for the next round. So let's see how we do. Today we're just really casual because frankly, I didn't look into the set 10 and the festival collection meta that much. So fingers crossed, it's matchups that I know. I'm meeting up with a good friend today who's lending me some Japanese stuff because I don't have some Japanese cards. Playing Jet simply because it is what I'm most familiar with. He does have some other decks he can lend me, like Messiah or Gandava, that might be a bit more meta relevant, but through my one day and a little bit extra of testing, I just find that playing something that I'm more familiar with is probably for the best. So let's see how we do, and catch up with you later. Hey, I'm here today with Aegis here. So I've met him before I even started YouTube. He's been doing this for a while, and he's a judge today. Plays Vanguard since like the very beginning, and he's played in Australia. He's been judging for the Japanese side of things, but also the English side of things, so you can see him in BRO and all that. So definitely say hi if you see him, and check out his channel. He's lending me his decks today because I don't have any Japanese stuff with me. I'm just here for a week. Fingers crossed. Yeah, good luck. Yesterday, festival collection came out.
New OG definitely hurts. It's crazy for all decks. Like the Regali Pieces might came into play, but not much. Lyrical, at least we see a few decks that can actually go top. For example, Gems.
And it just came out yesterday, so I guess we will see how what people.
You can't actually find too much product in here anyway.
Yeah. It just came out, so yeah. So we're done with round 1, and round 1 was against Gandava. I did kind of sack him a little. He's really nice. Jet, we filled the board with grade 1s, but you don't have as much targets, and we DAC rushed them. By turn 3, I was 0 damage to 5. I just guarded early because Gandava scales up too fast, and there's no way you're going to guard those big numbers without a PG. And I think that went pretty well. On turn 3 when I was on Jet, and they were on grade 2, they 2-passed me. My first check was a heal trigger. Of course, I had no damage to heal. I put 10k on the Vanguard because I haven't seen that many triggers yet at that point of the game, and my opponent was really low on shield. So I 2-passed it successfully, pushed them to 5, and then they were really lagging behind. They couldn't retire much, and then that basically won me the game. So round 2 is just about to start, so I will catch up with you later. We are done with round 2. It was Gandava. Basically the same game plan. Fill up the board with grade 1s. Gandava doesn't have a lot of grade 1 counts, so the odds of them proccing the Gandava skill is much lower than usual. So being able to use upstream, fill up the board, play well on defense, guard early, rush hard early, and should be fine. So 6 rounds, we're done with 2. Doing so good so far. Hopefully we don't face matchups that I'm not familiar with, because that would be really tough, but let's see how it goes. So we're done with round 3. Unfortunately, I lost. It was against Gandava. This time around, our opponent hit OT on their turn 2 and took some early damage and just couldn't guard the later attacks. I was pushed to 5-3. I did go into next stage and heal twice, but the opponent's numbers were too big. They had the multi-attacks and they had 5 numbers, twin crit on the last turn, and no more heals in the deck. So that was basically it. Let's see if we can recover and try to win the rest. 3 more rounds, so we'll see how we do. We're done with round 4. I played against X-Orb, Aquamarine, and I lost. I took the L. They had really big columns. They had the triple drive. I didn't know the threat of double restand through 2 triggers and the numbers were too big. First time going second though, which is quite nice because then you can play out your AKs and start bullying and rushing. You draw 2 by just riding up to grade 1 as well, which is kind of unfair, but it's 2 more rounds left. Chances are really low. Let's finish up the games, see how everyone else does. Right now on top tables, there's a lot of Willistas, so it's definitely up there. I think people might still be testing it because it's only been out for a few days, but the deck is definitely quite strong, it seems like. I'll have to definitely look into that. Other than that, there was the Jeweled Mask as well, which is really cool, and then of course Gandavas everywhere. Lots of Messiahs as well, some Jets, and that's most of what I'm seeing. So this is hard. Oh, Kiwi. What? Apparently you can get the character faces ones from here. So I mean 15k deals are really great, so that's pretty good. Stoichea map, bro, that's why. 5, we played against Ebisu. We got the W, so honestly, I'm not sure what is going on. A bunch of, like, I know the basics, like they need to CB2, Ebisu can guard from the box and all that. There's a lot of like random units that I'm really not familiar with, but I guess one of the weaknesses is that they don't really hit numbers, and that gave me a little bit more breathing room in the defense end, and we took the W. So one last round, let's see how we do. Round 6, unfortunately we lost the round. It was against the blue Zorga mask. We got rushed early, but everything was fine until the last turn where he had 2 Skull Dragons with extra crits. Zorga, of course, but honestly he only had like 3 crits left in the deck, and he only had Twin Drive. He hit it, and then that was it, which is unfortunate, but it was a good game. And yeah, so that's basically my run here in Hong Kong. 3-3. Not great, not terrible, but definitely a great experience learning to play against some of these set 10 decks, which is coming soon to English after all, and Ebisu as well, which has been a dominant force for the last year in the JP meta. So yeah, it was a great experience. The crowd here is really friendly. So this is season 1. So there are multiple rounds for the qualifiers, and unfortunately I'm only here in Hong Kong for this week. So that's it, good game, and I guess I'll see you all on the next one.